Welcome back to Fallout 4. I'm back as Belle, my Brotherhood of Steel character. As you can see, a little bit later today, I now also have an Enclave character. And I hope all of you like Scarlet. That will probably not be a long series. I might end it after the Enclave attacks the Institute. We'll just have to see how it goes. I'm doing the Enclave's quest mods from the Nexus, from the Storywalk mod collection, and that will only be the Institute and Enclave part of it. Scarlet will have no companions except ones that are necessary to the story. And that's about all I'm going to say about that. Now this is Belle's first time to the Institute, so let's get on with it, shall we?
Hello. I wondered if you might make it.
Now, I bypassed...
You're quite resourceful.
I had Belle come the normal
I am known
way
as
and not
Father.
the
Institute
way.
is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Well, everybody knows that this character is going to eventually attack the Institute with Liberty Prime.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
I don't think so.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, honey? What do you want me to
I
do?
don't know you. Go away! Father! Father, help me! There's someone here! Help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli.
Oh God, you have no idea,
Please
dude.
try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here
you
has been
have no
fraught
idea.
with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10?
It really isn't.
60 years. That is the reality. And here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute
Oh, I kind of do.
to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to
4
create
trillion
synthetic
playthroughs.
organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through
I get
science, we are
distracted, so
family.
that's one of the reasons why I
The
have
synths, me,
subtitles on. I know a lot of
and
people
you.
don't like subtitles on, but I think subtitles are a must in some games.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately,
See,
the Commonwealth
that's
has
true,
nothing to fear
but
from
his
us. Whatever you've
interpretation of
seen
what he
or heard,
does is a little
I
skewed.
know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Well, how about your father?
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your father.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of.
That would
The
be
Institute
true.
took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature.
Can't argue with that point.
I will freely admit that.
Or that one.
Institute technology prolonged his life, and
Or that one.
his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you...
Which kind of leads me to believe that
to have some amount of revenge.
The Institute...
I know there's more for us to discuss.
The Institute had something to do with Codsworth.
The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs.
Still around.
Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them.
Can't prove that,
I've been
though.
part of something amazing here.
I don't
I've helped
delve
to build
into
a life
every
for myself
holotape
and the
and
people of the
every
Institute.
terminal
And now,
and do that
after
war
all these
stuff.
years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I have to be good to him. So
You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I want to be dismissive, but
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I
how
know.
have you seen it? You said you'd
That
never
is
been
why
up
we
there.
are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here.
Top of the
And
CIT
it's a
building.
life
He
that
said
you
he's
can
never
now
been
be
up there
part
yet.
of.
He just said he's seen
I
it
simply
himself.
ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance
Seeing
to
it
show you what I've been
and
telling
living
you.
it.
We
through
really
a-
do have
through a
humanity's
camera
best
is not the
interests
same
at heart.
thing.
Will you take that chance?
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities. Dr. Ayo in SRB,
Now,
Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
alright, now, we're gonna meet the division leaders. But here's the thing. When I updated the Story Wealth mod collection to the newest update, the version, I was getting the falling through the floor glitch at inside Bioscience. So after we talked to Allie over here,
Tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh,
Hey, Doc.
I don't
They
know.
weren't kidding.
Most
really
of them have
are
lasted
here.
long past
Well, all
their
right.
projected lifespans.
I'm Allie.
If you ask
Allie
me,
Fillmore.
they were
You
built
can think of
pretty
me
well.
as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
well, I want to say this, but there's no reason for me to be
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe. Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's
So anyway,
mechanical and electrical
bioscience.
systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade
falling
all of
through
the
the
systems
floor
that make
glitch.
it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles
It's
the air
still
and
possible
water
to talk to
and
Dr.
provides power to the
Holgren-
laboratories
Holgren-
and quarters.
Holgren,
The work
whatever.
we do might not be as exciting as
But
some
it's
of
a
the
little
other
bit of a
departments,
pain in the butt.
but it's at least as important. So,
I don't
now
know,
that you're here,
and I
and you've
can't
spoken
get to the
Father,
terminal to
does
get
that
into
mean you're on board?
Virgil's lab.
Absolutely. Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the
Well, I
facilities
still have to
division,
come back with
I'm happy to
Scarlet and
discuss
get Virgil's serum. I gotta go through that.
I'm good for now. Thanks. Goodbye then.
All right, we're gonna go.
Can't argue with that.
We're gonna go
Even
try
so,
bioscience
I'm ready to
again.
see the full team through.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to.
See if we got the same issue. I sure hope not, because it's a bloody pain. Yep, we sure do. You can all see it, right? And it's all of them. It is a bloody pain in the ass. I wish there was a way I could finish this. Nothing here to fix institutionalized. And I don't remember how to fix the falling through the floor glitch. So it's ridiculous that we have to do this.
I tried.
And it's damn near impossible to talk to them.
Last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on it.
Excuse me,
There's still
Doctor.
people, and they're
Welcome.
suffering.
So good to have you here.
We can at least
Dr. Clayton
do better.
Holden, head of the
After
Bioscience
all,
Division.
how can
I
we
can't
hope to
wait for you to see the
redefine
work we're
if
doing.
we can't even
It's
hold
truly
on to
amazing.
humanity?
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies,
Sorry about
the
this,
Bioscience
everybody, but
Division
I don't know how to
specializes
fix
in
this.
fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed.
You gotta be right up
Judging
next
by
to
your
them.
reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Alright, now we just gotta get out of here. And find our way toward... Oh. That was fixed for a minute there. Alright, that's just nuts, people. Alright, that is just nuts. Now, to get Virgil's serum, we're gonna have to go the long way. And I'm not so sure that that's even gonna work. Okay, it looks like the long way is gonna be okay. Well, you know what? Let's just do this now. We obviously can't go the easy way. This might be a problem too. Nope. There's usually turrets down here. I just want to check something here. Is it localized to inside that room? Yeah, it's just localized inside that room. It's really weird. Okay. All right.
Nice.
Perimeter detected.
Anyway,
Yes.
black lab coat. All right. Philip. Wayne is 0.
Got
It
it.
hurts. I think I destroyed all the turrets. Those two are connected. This really doesn't do anything. Crouch. Thank you. Okay, this is Virgil's lab, I think. We need to grab this holotape, the Brotherhood playthrough. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, come on. All right. Now let's get the hell out of here. We can't go back the way we got to go back the way we came, unfortunately. That the right way? It's got to be the right way. Okay. Okay, it's not that way. Alright, let's go. And find Justin A-hole.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Dr. Ayo.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Yep.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Thank you, Institute Scientist.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Thank you, Institute
To
Scientist.
knock some heads together.
What now?
Any new...
I
don't think so.
So,
No.
here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective.
It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run.
Well, don't do that on my account.
Now,
Won't
unless
matter.
you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
For now. Alright, let's go talk to Madison Lee. I think this is going to be an interesting conversation. Alright, I'm not sure I have that conversation now, or do I have the real vanilla conversation now? I guess we'll find out.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will be...
Productive.
Doctor?
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Well, alright. I'm going to take these fusion cells though right now.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
Yes, it is, Janet. I totally agree. And let's go talk to Madison Lee, who should be in here. Before we talk to her.
Nice.
And, ooh, wait a minute. Another tape.
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
Oh, we gotta do this now, huh? Okay, let's just... I should save. I save. In case this goes terribly wrong.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
No, I just want to talk.
Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help? Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
I was just told to get you to come back.
The Brotherhood wants me back, and the best they can do is send a robot that does nothing but follow orders. Sorry, but you're going to have to do a lot better than that.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I already have something that might convince you.
How did you... Never mind. Just let me see what you've got.
Here you go.
A holotape? This better not be a waste of my time.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Is this enough to convince you?
More than enough. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do.
Exactly.
But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
I do. Alright, thank you. Now, institutionalize is done. And synth retention should pop up, I think. Yes. Now, here's the other question. Let's go back and see Proctor Ingram and Elder Max. I'm going to do these two first. Oh, we'll have to go check in at the Good Neighbor with the brewing guy too. Alright, let's go to the Boston airport. They're gonna know. I mean, how could they not know? Not exactly trying to hide it.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. Wasn't sure what the interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I build too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand.
That's a fair.
Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxon gave you all of the details?
Yeah,
Good luck, Ned.
I completed that mission already. Alright, back up to the Pridwin. Okay, we'll go. So let me check something here. Okay.
Elder Maxon?
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Alright, dickhead. Or should I call you Maximus? Alright, let's go. Liberty reprimed. Back to the airport. I could actually take the vertibird to and from the airport, but fast travel's easier.
To get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help us crush the Institute.
It will, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us first. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Fortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. We've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Oh, great. Alright, let's try talking to her. Is she up on the Pridwin? She is. Let's go back to the Pridwin. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Now, where the hell is she? Down here?
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Station maintained.
Well, is she not up here? Yeah, she's on the Pridwin somewhere. Let's try again. Definitely not out here in the deck. And not on the flight deck.
Communications array calibration test successful.
Attention! Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
Dr. Lee.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
What changed your mind?
Nothing changed my mind. I promised you I'd return to the Brotherhood, and I've kept my end of the bargain.
Do I need to remind you why you made that promise in the first place?
No, that won't be necessary. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. Alright. Alright, let's get, let's go to the airport. Oh, I really want to jump off. No, I don't. Kind of wanted to, but eh. All right. Oh. Where the hell is she? Oh, up there.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Did we make a mistake asking her to help?
Nah, don't worry about it. We might not be best buddies, but we'll get the job done. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Huh, makes sense. You'll need powerful electromagnets to get his arms and legs moving.
That's exactly right. Well, well, you're full of surprises, aren't you? What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Even if you know what the actuators are, you still need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Thank you. Let's go get a high-powered magnet. I think I know exactly where one is, too, actually. Alright, where the hell? I thought it was over here. Alright, high-powered magnet. Let's go find one. It's sending me to Medford Memorial Hospital. Back to the Institute.
you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand. What do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
No, it'll cost lives, all right. Where are the stairs? Oh. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more from Belle again. And when we come back with Belle, we will do Liberty Reprimed, we will do the Courser, we will turn all these missions in. And that will be that. Anyway, I'm going to probably do another Belle episode today and probably put two of them together, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, my name is William. My channel is I Suck at Video Games 666. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And come back for a lot more Fallout 4. Good night and God bless. Take care.